Reasons everyone loves Among Us. Unless you have absolutely no contact with young people or internet culture in general, then you have probably heard of the online game Among Us. This mafia-inspired game has been around since 2018, but only recently experienced a boom in popularity, particularly during the first few months of lockdown in 2020. Everyone who hears what the game is about understands it right away, and that's because its concept is fairly simple. There is a crew of astronauts working together, but an imposter has been placed that will kill them one by one unless they can identify and kick out this imposter. There's a little more to it, but this seemingly straightforward game has attracted millions of daily users and a mass popularity that has inspired everything from cosplay to fan art to other video games, and the reasons behind it might be a little unexpected. Reason number 1, keeping it simple. If at first Among Us's simplicity might make it sound silly to some people, it's actually one of the reasons why so many people are initially drawn to it. Simple doesn't mean easy, and it definitely doesn't mean boring either. Many gamers pride themselves in being well-versed in complicated and obscure games with complex backstories and difficult levels, and that's why many look down on a game like Among Us. But the truth is that most people who play video or online games just want to have fun. Among Us offers an experience that requires virtually no past gaming knowledge, which means that you can start having fun right away by just understanding some basic facts and rules. If you're a crewmate, you must do your tasks and try to figure out who the imposter or imposters are. If you're an imposter, you must sabotage the spaceship and kill the crewmates without being discovered. It's barely more complicated than the rules of hide and seek. Reason number 2, accessibility. Perhaps the current coronavirus pandemic helped somewhat in launching this game to popularity, and it's easy to see why. If you're in lockdown and can't go out to do the fun things you used to do with friends or family, then trying to have fun from your living room is a logical step. Many board games received renewed popularity during lockdown, as well as video games in general. Among Us takes some of the benefits from both. It's simple and fun to play with others, like a board game, but it's all fully online, which means you can play with anyone all over the world. Plus, there's no need to own a special console. You can play Among Us from your phone, tablet, or computer, and it's completely free. So even people who had never played any kind of video or mobile game before find it easy to access. Reason number 3, psychology. It may sound strange to attribute psychological factors to a game's popularity, but this may in fact be the most important reason behind Among Us's worldwide adoration. At the end of the day, humans are just another species of primates living in this technologically advanced world we have built for ourselves. But many of our basic instincts and behaviors haven't disappeared just because we now wear clothes and use smartphones. And that's exactly why Among Us taps into some of our most elemental and natural conducts. See, humans are social creatures, and during our hundreds of thousands of years on this planet, we have gathered together in groups. Tribes and communities were the building blocks of societies later on. But even then, before we settled down in civilizations, we followed certain rules within our communities. We took care of each other. And part of this was weeding out those who didn't belong. The satisfaction of getting rid of someone who is actively hurting our group can't be overstated. So it's no surprise that the concept of identifying an imposter within the virtual crew in Among Us can bring out this enjoyment in its players. Plus, the fear of not knowing who exactly is out to get you can be exciting, similar to the thrill that can be felt during scary movies or haunted houses. And then, on the other hand, there's the darker but not less enjoyable delight of being an imposter. This person is not part of the group, but that doesn't matter to them. Because just like the Greeks with the Trojan horse, the secret you keep inside can be exactly what will make you win the war. Sorry, the game. The imposter does this through lies and manipulations, things we associate with villains or bad people in real life. But that fact that it is expected within the game gives us a perverted sort of satisfaction. And let's face it, makes you feel smarter than everyone else when you manage to trick them. So, no matter which role you play in Among Us, you're guaranteed some psychological effect or other that makes such a simple game a more fun and engaging experience than many others out there. Among Us may just be a fad that could decrease in popularity at any moment now, or perhaps it will only continue to get bigger. Who knows? One way or another, all kinds of people have had a blast playing this humble little game, making their days just a bit more fun. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right?